Hey, today we have an item to check off my 2017 list. Um, it's one that I've been looking for longer than 2017. Just never found one that, quality to price uh, fit. I find that if I spend too much on something, it lessens my enjoyment of it. So, anyway, I guess we'll get to the list. Which one will it be? Okay, here's the list. Ready to go. No drum roll. And there it is. The Marvel Value Stamp book. So let's go back and mark it off. That leaves just two left. Marvel Spotlight number 2. That's first appearance of Werewolf by Night. And Amazing Spider-Man 101. Both of which I've looked at, and I could buy them. I just don't want to just buy one. You could go out and buy one anytime. Okay, let's take a look inside. The cover's pretty nice. It's got a little bit of staining on it here and there. I was able to clean it up pretty good. And since it's stamps, it's not like you can press it, because I think that it would goof the glue up. So I'm fine with how it is. So you can look at how things used to be back when Stan was running things. Everything was a little silly, I think. You can pause this, I guess, and read this. My favorite part here is where it says, "We've got a million of them, and you know how the things dear Aunt Petunia hates those cluttered up old warehouses." It's pretty funny. Kind of, I think, tried to make it more relatable. But this book is missing 5 of the stamps, and there's a website that tells you where they're all located in multiple issues, so you don't necessarily have to go chop up a Hulk 181 to get your hands on Shayna. But Shayna is in here already, so I don't have to worry about that. But I think most of them are in 2 or 3 issues, so I will begin my hunt that way. So let's turn that page. These are great. And it smells like 1974 in this book. I love that old paper pulp smell. Or MODOK, he's one of my favorites, especially from the Bronze Age. Later on in comics they made him kind of silly, but I think mostly owing to the cartoons caused that to happen. But for back then he was just a great villain. Usually when he showed up you knew something good was going to be. And I'm not sure, but Dr. Von Chilla can correct me, but I believe that's the Loki pose from Thor 207, where he's telling the 2 wolves to attack Thor. There we go. There's another villain I thought was great as a kid. Going up now, it's kind of silly. You guys got, the circular saw blades on his wrist spinning. But back then, that was a great character. For the most part, these are in really nice shape. There's the aforementioned. That was the stamp that came out of Hulk 181, so that right there probably ruined a book somewhere. But I think whoever put these in there used rubber cement. There's one's missing. And Sif is missing. So these stamps are still pretty flexible. I've seen a lot of these where guys use tape or like Elmer's glue, and they've gotten hard and crusty. These are still nice. Kingpin's missing. And Kang, of course, another classic bronze villain. It's a great Mary Jane sticker. I've never noticed that one before. Stamp. Zemo. Got a little cameo there, I think. A photobomb before photobomb was a thing. Then you get the last 2 pages. Silver Surfer one's really cool. That's one of the creepier villains right there. Yes. Yeah, Galactus. Again, more Stanley being silly. And then on the back, you can see where they gave you spots for the 2 big cons at the time, New York and San Diego. And then you had all these other convention spots on there, and different stickers that you could put on there. And then they make reference to the next book, which I'm not really interested in. I know that it's out there. Those stamps, I think, were more of a rectangular shape. It's funny, when I was a kid, I never realized all you had to do was send in 50 cents and I could have had one of these books, because I was going through my landfill books the other day when I got this, thinking, oh boy, I bet I have a bunch of them. And the first 2 or 3 that I came to, the stamps were already cut out by me, so I think I stuck them on my wall when I was a kid. And then probably, they got lost, like everything did when you were little. But anyway, that's my Marvel stamp book. Real happy about it, and maybe I'll do an update once I get those 5 stamps. I'm just going to go to the local comic shops that have the dollar bins and see what they have and go through them, verifying the stamps are in there, of course, and butchering those comics. I think I'll save them too, to maybe do something with the new file cabinets that I bought, or maybe do a table like the Silver Age Surfer Brooke did in England. It was kind of a cool video. If you haven't seen that, it's pretty neat. But anyway, that's my stamp book, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks.